Hello and welcome to this very special stream. I'm joined by an amazing Steve. Hi Steve, how you doing?
I'm alright, guy. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. I'm great. Excellent. I'm not in the usual space to where you normally find me.
No, you're normally on a Starfleet bridge, aren't you?
Yes. I'm doing an away mission at the moment, far away, and loving it. So, yes, we are here because of a really cool and special book that's coming out. And there we go. There we go.
I'll even flip this in post so you can read it. But
oh wow! How'd you go post? There we go.
No expense spared.
So yes, we're here to celebrate Star Trek Adventures: The Exploration Guide, and we're going to be building an adventure. And next week, we're going to actually start running that adventure.
Yes,
that's right. So
well, I'm just here to push numbers and take details. You're going to do the hard work of running the thing, but I think it was. We've got 3 lovely players. We've got the amazing Michelle Kelly and Modiphius' own Lloyd Jan and Jim Johnson, head of all things Star Trek here. But we didn't want to spoil the surprise with them, so they are going to have to discover what we concoct, and I'm here to help because I like concocting.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about the book, Steve.
Cool. So yeah, the Exploration Guide. If you've ever had that situation where you're running Star Trek Adventures and you think, oh, they're turning up in a new solar system. What? No, so much homework to do. This is your homework made easy. Literally, the point of the Exploration Guide is to help you with a load of random tables and generation tables and things like that, which allow you to, with a few dice rolls, basically create an entire planetary system from the like I said, the planetary level all the way down to what you might find in certain biomes and what particular caves are full of mysterious alien artifacts on that planet. So it's the whole thing. Plus there's a few more talents and things like that. You know, the sort of stuff you always get thrown into for jolly good measure. But yeah, we're going to dive into basically making an entire solar system, sort of. We're going to do one planet. Sort of, we'll do the key planet.
Yeah. Yes, because I mean, you can deep dive and have so much fun going. Definitely. Oh well, this, you know, there's this and there's that. Well, you're going to see it. Yeah, let's jump straight into it. I've got my copy. I didn't get a hard copy. I only got PDF. Hey. But you know, that's fine. I understand.
I'm sorry. I'll send you one eventually. But yeah. No, this is it. It's lovely. It's got that really. Actually, I don't like the ebook smell. Not to be honest, I don't like it that much. So I don't know why it's a good idea.
That's it. Stream over. Goodbye.
Yeah. Sorry about that. So we're going to dive straight in and flick through a few of these. Sector Generation, Chapter 2. Here we go.
Yep. Absolutely. Page 24.
Yeah. So you can join us as I'm going to make a ton of notes. This is just me writing this as we go along in a Google Doc, so we don't forget what we've done. But if there's anything important, we'll pop that up on the screen as well, so you can see what tables we're using and things like that. So,
first thing, page 24. Notable systems. Number of systems within the sector.
Exactly. So, one thing you might refer to back a lot is show it here, but that's blooming out. But basically, there is a spatial feature generation checklist, and that is steps 1 to 14. That's what you follow, and it will populate basically everything. So, as to paraphrase, I was going to paraphrase Carl Sagan, but I don't want to rip the poor man off. He's sacred as far as I'm concerned, so I won't. But we'll just start with step 1. As you said, notable systems. Absolutely.
So if you wanted a quote, you could say, "Let's boldly go."
That's probably much more appropriate than me trying to rip off, you know, the godfather of explanatory science. But never mind. There we go. So,
right, it's a D20 that we're looking at here.
Okay. Do you want to do the honors, or shall I?
All right, I will do the honors and roll this one. It's just a single D20, and there we go. Oh, it was almost a 20.
It was 8, so we've got notable sectors in the system is 5, according to our time. So I'm just going to pop that in there, which isn't too bad.
No, nice little sector. You know, and I think that what I like about this is that that's 5 very different planetary systems, and that's at least 5 adventures if you wanted it to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Just straight off the bat.
Yeah, and bear in mind what that doesn't mean there isn't more, but these are the interesting ones. Like it says, it's notable. These are the ones where you would actually have an episode of adventure, rather than just like Captain's Log, Thursday, another barren moon. You know, it's like we don't want to watch those episodes. So and obviously we'll name our sector and our things like that sooner or later. But next, so sector phenomena. We need to roll 1d20, and that's going to work out what's weird in this sector, if anything.
Only if we roll a 1. Only if we roll a 1.
That is true. That is true. So here we go. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. It's a 10. Nothing
that's a 10.
weird.
No sector phenomena. Okay. All right. So that's fine.
We're not in the Badlands. We're not in a... what else is there? We're not in the Typhon Expanse. We're not... Nothing like that.
No, not in the Briar Patch. Not in... I mean, there's just so many, isn't there? The Necrid Expanse, if you want to go to the
that's true, yes. So I'm saying stellar phenomena, none.
None.
There we go. Stellar density. So this is... I like this because I do have a real soft spot for like proper crunchy sci-fi stuff, and the fact that this doesn't pull its punches with this title, it's not like how dense it is. It's like stellar density. Here we go.
Yes.
So
what's the SD of the sector?
Yes. So now the way this works is again, it's basically there are modifiers to the notable systems depending on what we choose here. So we've got 5 systems, but if we decided that it's a stellar nursery, there could be anything between nothing and +4 more planets in this area. So let's have a little look here. This is the thing. I can't remember how we work this on. Do we need to make a roll, or do we just pick?
No, this one is a choice. So we get to choose what we're thinking here. Basically, so now we look at the map of the galaxy, and we decide, where is this taking place? Is it taking place nice and close to the center core, or is it sort of further out?
The book comes with a map.
It's upside down, sir.
It's upside down. There's no upside down in space, actually, Guy. I think you'll find that's a common misnomer in all science fiction. But yes, so there is.
Sure, sir, but the writing is upside down.
Okay, fair enough. That I'll take you on that one. So yeah, we've got alpha and beta quadrants, political system chart for 2259, and on the other side is astronomical features, I believe. So this is more of your stellar cartography,
where all of the cool stuff is.
But yes, But yes,
and that comes with the book, right?
That comes with the book, yeah. So it gets tucked in there. I mean, there's also you get the end cards for the book, have it, but if you want to hand it out to your players, then that's what you can do.
Okay, so we know that the players are playing the pre-generated characters, which is set in 2270.
Not sure. It can be set whenever we want to, probably, but
we can. Yeah. We can, yes. Yes, the last one we set in the 2390s. So maybe let's go a bit old school on this one. We'll go back in time a bit. So long workaround just to decide where we're putting it. Now that means that we've got the alpha quadrant and beta quadrants, really, if we're going with the 2290s or 70s. Yes. So do we want it at the edges of space, somewhere near... The Cardassians weren't really a major feature. He said, I haven't watched season 3 yet of Strange New World, so I might be wrong. But as far as I know, they weren't part of...
As of episode 3, haven't seen any yet, so... I think
no spoilers!
Sorry.
I was holding out for episode 1. Okay, so... Shall we say... I don't know,
how about in that case, seeing as you mentioned Strange New Worlds, let's head sort of... galactic south, if that makes sense.
Right.
Then we can sort of like be close, like we'll have off to the side, we'll have the Klingon Empire, and then below that the Gorn hegemony. You know, there's sort of threats out there, but it's sort of a bit more spaced out, so we're allowed to kind of, you know, be a bit more vague about it.
Yes. Okay.
So we could.
So would you say that would be a loose stellar association?
Yeah,
or between the galactic arms?
I'm looking at a map to try and interpret it the best I can. I think probably a loose stellar association. That sounds about right.
All right, so we have a modifier of -3 to +2.
Okay.
So we've got 5 at the moment. We could go up to 7 or down to 2. How loose is your stellar association?
I don't know. I mean, I suppose it's quite far out. Like I'll probably pop up the galactic map now, at least a detail of it, and so there's not going to be a huge amount. No. So I would say maybe actually take it down by 1 or 2, like go to 4 or 3.
I like your thinking, and I think we should take it down to 3.
Okay, so we're going to say
that's just
it is a loose stellar association, and that's going to give us a -2. We've decided. So actually, we've now got 3 notable systems. This is what happens the moment you join a loose stellar association. You get relegated down. Terrible.
That's it.
Cool. So actually, though, that's our sector done. And I suppose
that is. Now we've got to name it.
Yes. Well, what we could even do, one thing I've only just realised looking at these maps, of course, is they've got grid references on them. So if there's a blank one on here, you could literally pop it and then go, boop, it's there.
Put it in.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, where you pointed, I think that's where it is.
Excellent. That is, oh God, I've got the wrong spectacles on here. That is M14 on this map.
Okay.
So it
like
is. Well, in that case, Sector M14 it is.
Yes. An unremarkable loose stellar association.
Yeah, exactly. Name.
And that's why the Klingons haven't claimed it, the Gorn haven't claimed it, and the Federation might be poking around for whatever reason, but they haven't claimed it either. There we go. See?
There we go. Lovely.
Storytelling.
It is. Come on, Steve. Grammar. Right. Okay then.
So it's M13. It's M13 as far as the Federation are concerned. But if we determine that there is an intelligent life on one of those planets, then it will probably have its own name.
That's true. Right? That's true. So that's so let's put that there. Let's put that as that's the Federation. But maybe there's another name.
Yes. How's your Klingon? Would it be like Chad to Dutch? Would be M13.
It is now, as long as you can tell me how to spell that.
A couple of CHs, some apostrophes, a K or 3. All right. So now that you're busy working out how to spell it.
There we go. That's
which I love.
We've done that. We've done that. Anyone who out there can understand or speak Klingon, I am sorry. And I think it's very good to apologise to Klingons when you upset them. So
yes, we probably just called the toilet sector or something.
Yes, exactly. Okay then.
Could be worse.
So now we've got the actual system.
Oh, you didn't want to work out the grid system because I think that's really a fun. Oh yes, fun thing. No, maybe not. Maybe not.
That is what's going to happen though, because what we'll do is we'll do our system, and when we roll the location of our system in that. That's where the grid comes in, because every grid, it breaks it down in the exploration guide, is every sector is effectively 20 by 20 on a grid, and I suppose as well 20, but we're dealing in paper here, so you're going to have to do a bit of extrapolation. So you can randomize that and also end up with for every system you put in, so we've got 3, there'll be 3 systems randomly put onto this grid, and you can then hand that out as a sketch to your players and be like, here's the sector, there are 3 systems, where do you want to go? And as they drill down, there will be more information. Like I said, we're going to do one system, probably 1 key planet on it, and we'll break that down. I might fill out some more off camera, so that when Guy sits down to play with the players, they've got more options, but they won't unless they watch the stream, in which case if you're watching the stream, stop it. The GM knows, but yeah, they won't know where to go quite necessarily, and they'll have to work it out. But there'll be plenty of options that feel well populated. So obviously we've got our first system.
Star generation then.
Yes. So yeah, definitely the first system we've got. So let's. Why don't you give me? A D20 roll for the X, So it's at 3 by. Give me another one. 3 by 14 by, and one more. 2. So it's quite low on the plane, but you know. But now this will be on the map. So there we go. That is as simple as it is to work out the location.
Yes.
Lovely.
And then,
now,
shall I just roll clear for the type of star?
Definitely. So this is where my where I'm going to get called a dirty casual here, because apart from type M, which we happen to have rolled handily,
Yes.
I can never remember what the other ones are. So this is a type. This is an M class planet.
No, it's a type M star.
Oh, a type M star. Yes, of course.
And then it's an M class planet, just to keep things simple.
We're not at M planets yet. In that case, I'm in the dark. So, spectral type M stars. Are the smallest. These are the smallest and coolest of the hydrogen burning stars. So breaks down a little bit. So when your players arrive and they're like, "What's it like?" You're like, "Well, I can tell you, and I can sound exactly like I know what I'm doing." Larger stars may also be type M, but not always. A significant amount of these stars also suffer from stellar flares, causing radiation storms in their systems regularly. So there you go.
I like that.
So there could be radiation storms. So let's make a little note under traits, perhaps.
Yes, absolutely.
Radiations. Oh, if I can remember. There you go. Storms. There we go. I can read and write. Cool. So we're already bashing this out. Now, next, do you want to take us through the special spectral type or the subdivisions?
Well, we only need the special spectral type if we rolled a 20. So we're good on that one.
I went to the wrong table.
Those are quite fun. I mean, you can have dwarf stars and all sorts of
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, we do. We could have multiple stars, which I quite like. Do we want to roll for that?
Yeah, sure. Let's go for that. See how that one comes up. There's the table.
Here we go. Oh no, the dice say 1 star in this system.
Nice and simple. So there's only 1 star. One thing I thought was quite interesting, actually, and it made me go and do some actual looking into it, was that most stars in the Milky Way are binary.
Right, which I didn't know
that either. I trust Jim, and the team to have not goofed this one up, but it's like. Right. So that was interesting, I thought, but not this one.
So
this
was just a bit boring.
Well, classic. Maybe.
Yeah.
So,
do we want to look at the luminosity type?
Well, before we go on to that, there's the subdivisions. So if you roll a d20 and we divide it by 2.
Okay.
Oh no, the last number represents the subdivisions. So 7. So this is a type. This is a subdivision 7, which means 1 being, I believe, the smallest.
Yes.
Up to it's 9 to 0. So this is actually quite a small one. This is almost as small as you can get. 9 is the least massive, up to 0, which is obviously a very, very small. It's like poker. Low is high when it comes to star sizes. So so it's quite a small one. But yeah, luminosity. Let's go for that.
Let's see what that is.
Crack that one
out. 10.
10.
Just 5.
A type 5.
Most common stars in the galaxy represent the dwarves. Dwarf stars are burning hydrogen at their cores.
Yeah. I mean, that seems fine because we've got a small guy here. Possible radiation storms, but that's fine.
Yes. When you say possible, I think we both know that's. It's absolutely.
That's possible. Like when your players go, "Do we need to know?" It's like, well, it's possible that this could go horribly wrong. But we all know. That is kind of like, and obviously we can add other traits we want. We could, we could say that it's got low stellar activity, or it's reaching old age, or But I think radiation storms is enough, really, isn't it?
Yes.
Otherwise, people won't go there.
Well, that's what's going to make it interesting, right? I mean, there's so many episodes of Star Trek where it's dangerous area, but they might be an M-class planet, so we've got to go and investigate and brave it and risk it. So, under the notable spatial phenomenon, where we've decided we're going to have radiation storms, right?
Yes, we've decided that, really. And this is the obvious thing. If you want it, you don't have to roll. You can just put what you want in there.
Just be inspired by it, which I think is lovely. So the question is it a type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4? They're going to go for 4. How big do we want to be? Do you want to roll a d20 and just divide by 4? 5?
Sure, I'll give that a go. Yeah. I'll roll one up. There we go. That was a really weird roll. It sort of skidded in. But that's a 3. Divided by 4 is 3.
So type 3.
It's a type 3. Okay, so spatial phenomena. Or am I looking here?
That's going to be really interesting. Any tasks involving ship sensors or structure or ship's transporters have their complication range and difficulty increased by 3.
Ooh! I'm sorry, everyone playing this game.
Oh my goodness! You realise that means a site-to-site transport is a difficulty of 2 normally. Oh no, site-to-site is difficulty of 1. That's just become a difficulty 4 to beam them out.
Get the shuttles. Get the shuttles.
Get the shuttles. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. The sensors to scan anything has suddenly gone up by 3.
I think here's an interesting thing here, right? So maybe what we can start doing is, and this was the fun thing I find about any game which has a large or has a part of it which relies on sort of random generation and stuff, is it's really good for firing your brain and coming up with stuff. And just thinking about it, like traits, random storms, and this is clearly a thing. I feel like, could we give it the trait that there is like an abandoned solar observatory or something? Like people came to observe and like monitor this star, but it was just too dangerous. They left it. So there's this old abandoned space station, like close in orbit around the sun or something, like a.
I like that idea, and I'm going to modify it slightly.
Do it. You're in charge here. I'm just.
No. I love this idea. So we're going to put that observatory at the edge of the solar system, because my little brain says, what if the radiation storm? What if they are artificial?
Ooh.
And so they can be turned on and off.
That's interesting.
Because I'm thinking, if you've got this M-class planet and they've got the capacity to manipulate their star to protect them from invasion and that sort of thing by throwing out these controlled radiation bursts, we could have a very cool old-fashioned style next-gen episode where their device that does this has gone haywire.
Yes.
And the crew have to go in and fix it.
Yeah.
Or,
I like that.
Or, taking your idea, there was a Federation team completely unaware of them controlling this thing, and they'd set up that observatory station, and it got mysteriously taken out because the inhabitants on the planet learned that they were being observed, and they felt that was, rude and in violation of their privacy. So we've got...
So we're saying the one on the edge of the solar system is like non-Federation. It's like...
No, on the edge of the solar system would be Federation.
Oh, yes, right.
And they've been observing this weird star, which seems to only have radiation bursts when shuttles start approaching the middle planet, the M-class planet. And then it suddenly goes silent. So then we've got, suddenly it's an investigation within a diplomatic repair job. Whereas if it's just the inhabitants' machine has gone mad and they need the Federation to help them, then suddenly it's a engineering focused, hey, let's repair this weird thing.
That's cool.
We can't do. So that gives us 2 options.
Yeah.
To sort of juggle.
Exactly. And that's the brilliant thing about these things is like you can just throw this stuff down, and then if it works its way into the story, that's great. If it doesn't, that idea ain't going anywhere, and you can use it again the next time. So
100%. And we haven't even got yet to designing we haven't even got to the planet yet.
No.
That's what I love about this.
The star is where it's at this moment. Okay, so
system generation, page 37, I think.
Yeah. The radiation storm doesn't affect how many planets we have, does it?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't know why.
It doesn't say anything about it.
Modifier. There we go. Oh no, of course that's the next bit. Yeah, so number of planets and system generation. So here we go. Yes. I'll give this one a roll. Let's see how it is. 17. Ooh. There are 9 planets in this. Now we're not going to do all of them.
No, but also, hang on a moment. It's modified.
Oh yes, because
by the type of star.
Yes.
And it's actually, and this was a mistake that I made, was I thought that you had, now that you rolled 17, you go, oh, that's 9 planets, and then the modifier says -3. But it's not -3 to the number of planets that you rolled.
Oh, it's
so it wouldn't have taken us down to 6.
It's to the roll.
It's to the roll. So your 17 becomes a 14.
Ah, excellent. So actually, we're only at 7 planets then.
Yes,
I see. Yes.
I know it's a little bit academic.
No,
but
it literally does say it. It literally does say modifiers to D20 roll,
yes.
and I was.
But if you're enthusiastic and you just want to, play these games, you don't necessarily read all of them.
Exactly, words are there, but doesn't mean we read them. So
guidelines.
Exactly. But yes. So yeah, that's -3 there then. Okay, so and there's nothing else on that. No. Okay, so that's cool. So we are literally already. So we've been going 20 minutes, and we're already we've got a solar system, and now we're going to bung some planets in it. So, like we said, we're probably only going to do one of these, but hopefully we'll come across some things which let us come up with some really interesting ideas. We haven't named our system yet. Probably save that till the end, unless you've got any.
Yes.
Brain.
No, I think let's have a look and see what our primary planet is, or primary planets.
Exactly. So the first thing you want to do is 7 planets. So this is going to be position. Well, we don't know yet, do we? You work out where the position is. So
yes, and yeah.
So we've got to work out the class of this planet, and there's a whole alphabet to choose from.
There is. I'm just wondering. Okay, so we've got just running the math here, because we've got 7 planets, and you divide it by 4. Is that right? Yes, you divide it by 4 to go inner worlds, primary worlds, and then outer worlds, and those all have got different variables. Or are you just wanting to create an M class straight away?
I suppose it's interesting is when we say primary world, what they are talking about is what I suppose is the most important planet with regards to you as the person running the game. Not necessarily, where the civilization that live here is.
Correct.
So it's the key one. So it doesn't have to be M class, but if we want it to, obviously then that's...
No, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So we've got 7 planets. So do you just want to roll a d20 and then we?
Sure thing. So here it comes. Oh, it was another weird one. 17 again. I'm rolling a lot of 17s.
Okay, so primary worlds. Oh, class K. Adaptable. Am I reading that correctly? Class K.
Adaptable. What does adaptable mean when we're at home? Let's read Class K.
I'm busy looking right now.
Class K worlds
are bodied.
Yeah, you go.
They're too small and have low enough gravity to be held onto a dense atmosphere, or maintain a stable magnetic field over its lifetime. This means these worlds have thin or no atmosphere, no surface water, and little subsurface reserves, and usually have lifeless surfaces. Below the surface, conditions are different, and life that evolved on this body may still exist in some form, protected from the elements in small water pockets under ice sheets and shielded from solar radiation. Class K world can be cool. Yeah, it's brilliant.
I love it.
It's brilliant.
Okay. So it's Class K.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. Oh, it's good. Mars is a good example of this, apparently. Obviously, apart from maybe like the life forms living in caves underneath it, but you know, time is going to prove me right on that one.
Okay. So I think that fits with a species then that manipulates their star.
Definitely.
Because they don't care if there's radiation that washes over the surface of their planet. It's irrelevant, right?
They're happy in the caves underneath, so that should be perfectly fine. So now we need to work out the orbitable position of that. So if we roll a d20,
right,
which is a 7, and we divide by 4, which is 1 and nearly a 2. You round that up, so that's 2. So this is the second planet outwards from the center. So this is in position 2. Okay. We know it's the primary world, so I'm to I was going to do a strike through, but I can't find where that is, so I'm just going to say there. It's presumably an inner planet.
Yes.
So we'll say inner. There we go. And the number of moons. Do you want to roll for number of moons? It's a d20 again.
That would be exciting if it has
15. It's got 3 moons. That's fine.
15?
50. Yeah. So it's number of moons 3.
Ooh.
I think if you roll 20, you can have as many as you want. But obviously, I think they're kind of referring to major moons as well. So it wouldn't be like kind of. I think they make the point in the book about, you know, you look at Saturn and Jupiter, it's like you could roll several d20s and still not have enough, but it's like kind of what ones are we interested in plot-wise? So that can mean whatever you want.
Makes sense.
Mass.
Makes sense.
So it's a type M star.
And it's the smaller type.
Mm-hmm.
So planetary mass modifiers are -0.1.
Mm-hmm.
And the radius is -0.05.
Ooh. I didn't do a radius column. Look at that. Dear me. Radius. There you go. I'm working it on the fly. Solved it.
Good. I mean, this is really super number crunchy. And for those that really like stuff, I must admit, when I was looking at this section, I was like,
yeah.
Okay.
I guess it's interesting about density, isn't it? So we know we've got is this planet's that the star is small, but so if this one we now roll and we say 13, so mass is 1, radius is 1, which is basically are these references to Earth or?
Yes.
Okay, so it's basically Earth size, but it's 0.9 because we've got a -1 to the planet mass, and it is 0.0595. No, 95. Yeah, so the radius. So it's basically you wouldn't really notice any difference because mass obviously tells you your gravity, and radius is going to tell you size. So like it's about the size of Earth. And it's about the same gravity. You might get a little bit dizzy after a long time. You might need your sea legs, but that's about it. Size, however. Oh no. Oh yeah, I've put radius as. I don't know why I did that. It's like size is radius. So there we go.
Yeah.
It's almost like I did my homework the other day, and now I'm second guessing it. Yeah, there you go. Do you fancy this has rings or not?
I do like me a set of rings. However, I think in this case, because we've got a subterranean people, I feel like adding rings at this point would be a bit redundant. And also, I get the sense that if they, I feel like that would obliterate them. Well, maybe like a destroyed ring would be interesting. Could we use that as remnant. A clue that they're causing? You know, so instead of it being a perfect ring, it's got like pieces blasted out from.
That could be really nice. Maybe if we were going to do that, you'd want to do it like further away, so like the kind of the lost planets.
Yes.
Because this one's 2 out of what 7? Did we say? So this is quite close.
Yeah. This is quite close. No, I agree. So, we'll save the rings for another planet.
Exactly. Cool. So there we go. And there we go. We're already down to planetary biomes, and
yes,
this is now where you literally head into the world of, well, when I beam down, or in this case, go on a shuttle, because beaming is going to be perilous. Where do people end up? And obviously that you can work this out yourself, or you can roll it, or you can make up anywhere. But I think we're kind of already looking in on certain aspects. We've got available in here, so the exploration guide details out cave systems, deserts, forests, jungles, mountains and hills, plains, swamps, and cold biomes, as well as watery biomes. So it feels like we're heading in on a classic cave, aren't we?
Well, yes, or water biome, because it said it would be pockets of ocean underneath.
That's true. What do you feel like going?
I do feel that you go, okay, great. So you come down, you have to take a shuttle, and then when you land the shuttle on the surface, you have to climb into a cave into water. I mean, it's getting pretty claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Or do we just say you climb into a cave and it's a cave and
then... Unless you have like kind of, what's that? There's that great photo. Okay, here it is, right? So there's this hole on Mars, and which I will send you a link to. So this is a picture taken, which is basically a hole in the crust, and it's basically over a cavern. So it's like a meteorite is punched through into a thing. So you could have like a thinner crust area, and it's like, so you could fly down into the.
Yes, I like that.
But yeah, there's loads of kind of weird ones. There's like a proper one which is a crater. I'll probably put it on, because these are all going to be like NASA images, and they're very lovely about using them. But there is like if you Google, I think it's the hole on Mars. So there's like a proper crater, and the crater has like got a hole in the middle, and you can see through into this cave underneath. So it's this really weird, kind of eerie, kind of looking thing.
I think that's a keeper, that one.
There we go.
So yes, so the surface of the planet is going to look like a whole bunch of these volcanic cones. But looking into the caldera is where you then start to see civilization pockets.
Yeah. It's kind of like up, then zoop, and then there's the hole. Yeah.
I like that. Okay, so then we're going to use the cave system as biomes. Is that?
Yeah, I think so. That seems so. So you can also randomly generate what type of cave system. So there's like cavernous, chimney. I don't know what chimney is, but that sounds. Chimneys are vertical
Chimney is
shafts.
Probably what we'll end up doing. Probably. Yeah, chimney is an interesting one. It's what causes mountains that are in the middle of a plain to just suddenly stick out of the ground.
Oh yeah.
They sometimes look like sugar loaves, or they can just look like a straight up chimney. Yeah. Some interesting geological activity.
What's that talus network? That sounds amazing. Whatever it is, a talus network formed by the weathering and erosion of glaciers.
Let's see what it is. Do you want to roll?
Sure. Let's give it a go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bump. 4. It is a chimney. we rolled a chimney. We rolled a chimney network.
The dice know.
Exactly.
Chimney is a vertical shaft and a network. Rain surface. Chimneys are almost always cylindrical in shape. If formed by tectonic activity and not hydrology, which ours would be, some chimneys might have handholds and footholds. Sometimes referred to as pit caves when they form beneath the surface. The smooth walls of the chimney make climbing or descending challenging without approach. perhaps the most daunting part of chimneys is that when one forms, it is often the only passage between upper and lower sections of a cave network.
Yeah. I think that's a really nice visual as well. Like, you kind of like the shuttle can come down, and as it goes into the crater, it's like down through the long column, and maybe there's little signs of civilization on the walls of the chimney. Then when it opens up, it's like Gandalf dropping out of the top of the cave with the Balrog. You know?
Right. And the signs of civilization on the wall, I think that would be amazing if those were hieroglyphs. If they were writing, right, etched, carved into these chimneys. So as the crew are going down, they're reading or they're seeing all of this stuff, and we can make it an extended challenge or an extended task, something to interpret what it says, and it's something about we control our stars to keep ourselves safe.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, so there we go. I've put etchings on inner walls of the chimney shaft, actual cave civilization in wider cave at the bottom. Yes. So that's quite nice. But yeah, as hopefully we're proving, if you start doing this and you start coming up with ideas, but there's also a list of episodes you might want to watch, or other additional traits.
I love that. Yes.
But, yes. Of course, the most accurate episode to ever watch is, of course, Caves in Lower Decks, which is, In fact, I think the quote at this is, there's plenty of quotes from Lower Decks about the fact that we're in caves in this chapter, I think, so. Yes. Additional traits, so you can add these if you want.
I love some of the additional traits.
Yeah? Which ones do you want to pick?
I really think it's really cool. Well, so what I'm thinking now, because now my brain is in adventure creation mode, because we've pretty much got we've got this crazy idea, and we've got the two ideas, and there's more that we could have. We sort of haven't even explored outside of that field. But so they lower down into this place. What kind of adventure do you think they would enjoy? I mean, I've played with Jim before, and I haven't played with the other two. Because often I will now turn to I talk about there's with Star Trek anyway. There's 5 adventure types that we could look at,
right?
To sort of act as a guide. Thwarting, which is to stop the race from radiating the entire sector and killing people. Collecting samples, collecting data, making first contact, that thing. Delivering, they could be going to go and repair something, like the machine's gone haywire and the people need help. Discovering this ancient civilization who's no longer there and still operating, type of thing. Or it's a mystery, in which case, we then look at it from a very different perspective. Something's gone wrong on that observation deck, and they're trying to piece that together.
It's interesting. I know, obviously at time of this recording, we haven't had a session 0 or anything, so I know that's still to come. We'll do that before we record the first one and work out what everyone is definitely into. But I know that Jim has said he's interested in playing the captain. So
yes,
captainy choices is definitely key to that. I think that splitting time. I like the idea that, and I think they would also like the idea of having to balance like the two pressures of this planet, which we're working out, and what do you have to be there, quite close to the center of the solar system, or there's the other pressure of, do we need to be at this abandoned research facility? And it's like, when you discover about both and how you divide your time between them, which indicates to me maybe like a slight ticking,
yes,
the star is starting to come out of control because there's the controlling element is breaking down or something like that. That's it's a very sort of Star Trek-y thing.
It is.
I think Michelle is, from what I've played with her. If you're watching this, Michelle, and I get it wrong, I apologize. But obviously, we'll talk Guy knows what he's doing. He'll chat to players' force, but I think Michelle seems to enjoy sort of character stuff and getting in there and getting to play her character and be exposed to new people and new situations. And I know from playing with him personally that Lloyd loves a mystery. So maybe those are places to start.
Okay, I mean, that's fantastic input. That's absolutely fantastic input, because as you're saying that, I'm going, okay, cool. This is fun.
Yeah.
Your idea of the split.
Don't take my word for it. Check with them.
No. That's cool. I mean, this is for me. This is the joy of creating an adventure. Is that you've got to pull from any source that you can, and anything that sort of triggers the imagination is worthwhile.
Definitely.
I love the idea of the what's happening on the space station versus what's happening on the planet. We've got the SPC opportunity if we wanted to split the party and to bounce between the two. You spoke about the time pressure, so I think we're definitely on their machine's gone haywire. But what if no one is left of the original civilization except for holograms?
Ooh.
So what if holograms have actually abducted the researchers from the space station?
Yes.
Because the holograms can't fix the technology.
That's a good point. I like that. Yeah.
So then you've got the crew having to go and find where these people have been abducted to. That leads them to the second planet. But at the same time, they need to evacuate the observation station because the sun is going ballistic and going crazy and doing all sorts of weird wonderful things.
It's also quite nice that if you're having holograms or something that's run by technology, then that's a nice way for them to have survived this time. And obviously, if you're merely flesh and blood, then you would have gotten out of their ages. But that's not really affected by heat, is it? So you're going to be okay. But I think that's a really nice idea. I like that. Yeah.
Because then we've got talkie where they're trying to negotiate with the holograms. They're trying to figure out why the holograms stole these people in the first place. They're trying to evacuate the outpost, but they can't use bloody radiation stuff keeps washing out all over the place. There's the twist. There's the twist. Because at the moment it sounds fairly pedantic. Okay, well, we start this all off, and yes, there's some tension with the star and that sort of thing. If the holograms go out to the outpost because they've detected that the outpost is there, and they abduct some of the personnel, right? And they've probably got advanced beaming technology to beam through their own radiation effect. What if one of the holograms stays behind on the observation station? Because the hologram doesn't want to go back. And quite likes having humans around because they were designed to serve, and all the people they've served have died. So you have this hologram preventing people from leaving the station, even though it doesn't realize that they were going to be annihilated by the radiation.
A well-meaned haunted house, almost, isn't it? It's like, you can't leave. You can't leave. I have to look after you. Yeah, I always like that.
I've had no purpose for the last 100,000 years, and now suddenly you're here. You can't. Okay.
I have a massive soft spot for a film that a lot of people hate, which is Sphere.
Interesting. Interesting.
And a big part of Sphere is the fact that they spoilers for a 38-year-old movie here, but
1998. So you haven't watched it since yet.
Yeah. But they discover what they believe to be an alien intelligence in a spaceship underneath the bottom of the ocean, and they start talking to it, and it talks to them almost as if it's a child, and it's got very simple language. And one of the scientists explains it, saying, "Well, we're starting with basic tenets here, so it's like, the alien is happy, the alien is liking to talk to us," and say, "That's cool." But then the psychologist on the team says, I'd rather he wasn't happy at all. I'd rather he felt nothing, because if he feels happy, then he can also feel angry, and he can feel upset, and it's like it can go from this very nice idea of, well, it's great to have you here, to be like, well, you can't leave, and it can become very sinister very quickly, which I quite like as a thing. That. Yes. Especially if you split the team and you've got like the NP, the secondary crew members, and they're all like, we can't leave, we're being held captive or something.
Stuck. Oh, yes. I think the film was 96, actually. I'm not sure. That was Dustin Hoffman. I think a lot of the reason why people didn't like it was because the book was so good. And the film, I don't think it couldn't live up to it. It was a good film. The
film is not the best film ever made, but it's like a guilty pleasure. If I'm hungover and it's on, sure, I'll watch it. I love it. But there we go.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I think
we've got our adventure then.
Yeah. And if you can blow up the inner planet with solar flares, even better.
Yes.
But yeah.
We'll figure something out. All right, so that's perfect. So that's the guide in action.
Exactly. That is the guide. So like
who
I said,
would have thought?
Exactly. I wouldn't. I mean, this is the nice thing. You can come away from it and you think, oh, actually, that's what we've now made. And I think one, like I said, I'll go away and I'll fill out the other planets and stuff and send that over to Guy, and Guy might tweak them and have a little look. Another thing to mention is, which is quite interesting, when you're even running there's a list of random events that can happen as well. The typical kind of, you might discover something, or there'll be a bad air, or kind of a creature, or something like that. There's other things to embolden it. So if you get to the point where you don't have necessarily the finer points of that story, or this is not the most important planet, and you're playing a longer game where you're allowing people to explore. Obviously, this is for a streamed game, so ticking clock is always the streamed game's best friend. But yeah, and otherwise, of course, it'd be really interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how much of this translates and how it changes as the game is being played, because that's always fascinating as well to me.
The best laid plan. Love it. I mean, we didn't even, this is also something that I love about the system, and we didn't get there. So it would be interesting, and this is something that I mean, this is always up to people who've got plenty of time on their hands.
Yes.
Is that there are 20 potential missions for caves, and we didn't even roll on them.
No, we kind of got to that point where our imaginations took over. But yeah, you can.
Yes.
You can. Let's see if I can pull them up. Where are they? I'm looking at jungles now, which is not
20, no, page 59.
Page 59.
I mean, there's cave plants, cave animals, cave animal adaptions, which is really great if we want to try. There's there.
So there's cave system missions, like we need to mine some dilithium. There's a temporal event places an ancient sailing vessel on a subterranean lake. Ships flying through an asteroid tunnel disappear. A silicon-based species is cut off from their food source. I think I've seen that one. I've seen that one.
Well, that was their eggs being mined, but yes.
That's the yes.
Very,
that's the Horta, isn't it? But yeah, but that's the thing. I think is like you can kind of, if you're playing a wider like kind of exploration game where you want the stories and the narrative to emerge, those are great things.
Yes,
they're really great things.
Absolutely. And what I like about this is that oftentimes, the GM has the burden of adventures, and you go, well, now the GM has the joy of being part of the adventure and going, well, what's happening on the, oh my, okay, a giant sinkhole opens up, revealing another great. Now let's run with that and
definitely. I'm a big proponent of the fact that the game should be, you are playing it as the GM as well. You should have fun. It's like the moment it starts feeling like homework time, and if this is a great tool. I love stuff like this. So
yeah, I've certainly had fun doing all of it.
Amazing. No, I've had a great time. I've had a great time hanging out. But thank you very much. So I think, well, let's call it then. And so if you've enjoyed this little look into the pre-order now, should be out in October. Right. Or if you're watching this in the future, probably available now. If it's past October 2025, or you are a time traveler from the future, you may buy it. But yeah, Guy, would you want to give a shout out to where people can find you? I'm sure they know, but just in case.
Just in case, you can find me on my YouTube channel, Off My Bridge, where I talk all things Star Trek Adventures 2. Where, yeah, I mean, I've used this book multiple times because I absolutely, absolutely love it. So there we go. Yeah, look for me there.
Cool. And Guy, I won't be back next week, but Guy will be back on Twitch, which is where this is now, or YouTube if it's been re-uploaded. The internet's a complicated place when it comes to archival footage. But you've used it before. You can work it out. I trust you. And he'll be joined by the amazing players Michelle Kelly, Jim Johnson, and Lloyd Jan, and they will be playing through something based on what we've just put together. So if you want to see how it pans out, you know what to do.
Exciting.
Excellent. Right then. Let's get out of here.